Welcome back, everyone, to DE Law. I'm your host, Steve Carvelli. My special guest is Mr. Eric Doroshow, an attorney here in Delaware, and tonight's topic is the Seventh Amendment, the trial by jury right we all have. Eric, let me start out, let's define what is trial by jury and what does it guarantee people when you elect trial by jury?
Steve, there are two kinds of cases where trial by jury is involved. There's the criminal and the civil. The criminal case is the O.J. Simpson case. It's where the state brings a prosecution for violation of the criminal law, and if the person is found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, they get a fine, they would go to jail. But tonight we're really going to be talking more about the civil jury itself. In our Seventh Amendment to the United States Constitution, as well as our Delaware Constitution, guarantees the right of people who have been injured in accidents or have claims to make, for most kinds of cases, not for all, but for most, the right to have a jury of their peers hear their case. And basically what I tell my clients is a trial by jury means we take 12 people literally off the street and we bring them in to a judicial system where they are being asked to make certain decisions about who's responsible and the amount of compensation involved. So to give you some brief overview of how it all works, the judge would be considered kind of the referee. The jury is a decider of really all the evidence. The judge decides what evidence goes into trial, makes legal rulings as we go forward, but the jury decides who's at fault and the amount of compensation that's available. And it's a very important protected right that we all have.
Well, now that we're kind of making this a Jury 101 show, I guess from a very basic end, why are there 12? Because that would seem to be that there could be actually a split jury right down the middle. Would the judge be the arbitrator or the deciding vote?
12 comes from the English rule where 12 had been decided for centuries ago, and Delaware adopted the English procedure. Now, interestingly enough, in many of the surrounding states we have juries of 6 and we have some juries of 8. In Delaware, we have 12 jurors deciding, and they must all be unanimous about compensation and who's at fault. But if we go across the river to New Jersey, we have a 6-person jury, and only 5 of 6 needs to be there to decide a verdict, either for the person bringing the lawsuit or against that person.
So in Delaware, it's a little more difficult. It has to be unanimous with 12 people.
It does, and representatives of the Delaware Trial Lawyers Association in the last few years have tried to bring some jury reform, basically limiting the number of jurors in, but it was not adopted by the state legislature. We thought it was probably a positive thing to have fewer jurors coming in, just as a matter of saving the state the extra time and expense. But as I said, it was not adopted in Delaware. We have a 12-person unanimous jury requirement.